Hey you guys, I hope that you're all doing great. Welcome to your singles love readings for the year ahead. So we're going to take a look into 2022 and see what kind of energy is coming in for your love life. What are some of the experiences you could have? Who's coming your way? What are some important messages to you from spirit? That's exactly what we're going to look into today. And I just want to thank you all for joining me over here. If you're new here, my name is Lynn. Welcome to my channel. This is Passion Heart Tarot. I'm a psychic medium. I do hope that you'll subscribe, like the video, you guys, comment, let me know what's going on. Just know that I send you all much love and light. Okay, let's get into it and see what kind of energy is coming in. So of course this video is for all signs. The signs will be time stamped in the comments and probably in the description too, so that's where you'll find them. Okay, let's get into these readings. Before I begin, I just want to take a moment to call on Spirit, to invite the white light of the Holy Spirit. Okay, so we're going to start with my single Capricorns. Happy Capricorn season. You know, when I'm recording this, it is your time, Capricorn. Let's ask Spirit to show us into your love life this year. I can see Sagittarius's energy as well as Cancer. I wonder if any of you are drawing one in, or if you're dealing with one now. It could be your moon or rising signs. These are the energies coming through. You know what I see you guys doing is like putting a stop to anything that no longer serves you, because this shows me the way that you're going to move to this phase of letting go, probably of the things that you really need to let go of. So this year, I don't see any single Capricorns wasting their time. I think that you guys are going to be in this mindset of, if you don't prove yourself to me, I'm not going to waste my time thinking about what could be. It's almost like you guys being very present and in the moment with whoever happens to come in, or maybe even who you might be dealing with, talking to now. I do feel like there's some connections that you certainly won't hold on to. And if you are already dealing with someone, talking to someone, and you feel like they're not being as mature as you'd like them to be, or they're not showing you what you want out of a person, whether it's the support, whether that's emotional support, whatever it is, I see you going through a process this year, Capricorn, of really looking at things honestly, looking at the people even around you honestly that come in and out of your life. And I don't think you're going to settle, because there's a lot of resistance, yet letting go. The resistance has to do with what you choose to not accept. So I can see where you have your boundaries up. It's going to be a year where you learn a lot about yourself even. You see what you're capable of. You really see your worth this year. And the fact that the 10 of Wands is the overall energy in your love life, this is like, I have no time for games. I have no time for baggage. I can't be bothered with it. And I'm not going to hold on to it this year. And I know that when you guys let go of whatever is not serving you, whether it's like a situationship that's still clinging on to you, wondering why this person won't let you go, that kind of thing, I just see you taking charge, really taking charge of things this year. And when you do that, you're going to draw to you you're going to get back what you've put out there. I know that. So I would just, dealing with people this year, Capricorn, with the energy that I can see, don't make excuses for anyone. Kind of just take things at face value. Don't hold on to something thinking about like what it could be or what it should be. Just take things at face value, because I feel like when you do that, that's when all these truths and realizations come to you. And that's when you're going to get into this mindset of like, I can't be bothered. I'm not going to hold on to something that is just weighing me down or causing me stress, or like, I don't want to deal with anyone else's baggage. I just see you looking at people differently. And you're going to see this year who's real, who's trustworthy, and who's not. You're going to see who supports you and who doesn't. And you're not going to have time or be holding on to someone that is giving anything less than you feel you deserve. And I don't see you settling at all. You have a stubbornness to you, but that stubbornness really just shows me the boundaries that you have. I don't see you rushing into anything. So that's beautiful, because it shows me that you know your worth for sure. And just the fact that you're very patient, you're patient with yourself. So those of you that are single, I don't see you wanting to be in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship. I see you really being present, taking your time, feeling very calm and secure, like within yourself and on your own. So like there's not that need to have a partner. You have a lot of independence around you, Capricorn. And of course there are going to be, I just feel like this person could even be around you now. You guys might have someone that really gives you a headache. Someone that you may be holding on to for reasons you don't even really understand. And this year, I see you dropping that connection and letting it go. Or if this is new energy that's coming in for others of you, you're just so open and receptive, and you're very real and honest, especially, you know, with those around you and with yourself. And you're not going to hold on to anything that doesn't serve you. So that will help you weed out who's worthy of you from your point of view. That's what the vibe is like for you, Capricorn. So even though there's going to be people coming in, obviously there's people coming in because of the way that you're like analyzing things, the way that you're scrutinizing things. And I don't mean anything negative by that. So you're going to have people that you like will get to know, and then you're going to be the one who decides who you're with. So that might be different for some of you. Maybe some of you are in this position now where you're like waiting for someone to decide if they want to be with you. You really take charge of things this year, Capricorn, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to choose who I want to be with. And if I feel like it's not right for me, I'm not going to just talk to someone, hold on to someone, be in a situationship or just like a random relationship just for the sake of it. You won't. You have a lot of strength around you, a lot of strength, a lot of patience. I feel like you're gonna, by the time the end of the year rolls around, you'll look back on your experiences and see how much you've learned about yourself. I feel like the energy shows me that you're gonna have a lot to be proud of. Okay, Capricorn, that's what I have for you guys. That's what Spirit is showing me for the year ahead. I send you much love and light. Let's get into Pisces reading. My single Pisces. Let's take a look at your love life. Pisces, you have a very similar energy to what I just saw coming through for Capricorn. It could be your moon or rising signs even. Or I wonder if there's a Capricorn that's kind of like you're dealing with them. Because remember, these are singles readings. But I pick up on the energy of you choosing to walk away from even a connection where you've put a lot of time and energy into, which is funny because these are singles readings, but I also see like an attachment to someone that and the thing that's key is you choose to distance yourself from this. This is not someone who walks away from you. There's something that you're going to choose to walk away from. I really see you single Pisces doing a lot of inner work this year. You're coming through with this Magician's energy. I think that you guys are going to get your confidence back in ways that you haven't had in a long time. You're going to get your zest back, your vitality back, even your health back, whether that's like physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Seeing this, and then especially these two. Wow, I think you're just going to be focusing on yourself a lot this year, Pisces. It's not that you won't have people interested, trying to like pursue you, because there's definitely a lot of pursuits. I think that it's going to be very easy for you to attract people to you. Your energy comes across as very attractive. The Lovers, your Pisces energy is here. Gemini energy is here. Aquarius energy is here. These could all be significant to you, Pisces. Could be moon or rising, or maybe even who's coming your way. I just feel like you guys are going to really be focusing on yourself. You will. And after you do this inner work, because I don't see you, I just see where you're pushing certain things away. So it's not like attention is lacking. There's so much attention that's here. But I just feel like for a part of the year, you're not going to want to be in a relationship with anyone. You're not going to want to be in a commitment. But that will change and turn around. It'll happen at different times for each of you, but that will change and turn around. So I see you going through these phases of a lot of inner work. And when you do that, because it's just about being, I just see where there's something that you're going to walk away from, distance yourself from emotionally. You could, maybe you need that space. Maybe you just, I don't know if you've been dating around or like just caught up in like short-term situations, short-term connections. Because I see where you've put in a lot of time and effort and energy in certain places. And I see you choosing to take a different road. Something maybe even that you've been trying to get to work, like to work out somehow. And you just might see that, you know what, this is not working for me. I need to do something else. I need to choose another direction. And it's actually very positive because you're going to come into your own majorly this year, Pisces, where you know exactly what you deserve and what you want in a partner. And I just see where you become whole again. There's a lot of healing that comes to you. I mean, the Magician, that's beautiful because it shows me you being like healed from the inside out and you feeling super confident in who you are as a person and what you have to offer. So you go through a lot of emotion this year. I think you're going to process things that maybe you haven't let yourself process before. I think you're going to walk away from things that you haven't let yourself walk away from before. And even there is a lot of attention that comes to you, but I can see where some of this attention is going to be unwanted, and you're not going to be in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship. You have so much confidence around you that it doesn't matter if you have attention coming from every direction. Like, what you need to find, you're going to find it within. I see that happening. And then once you do, there will be this divine partner that comes in for you. So just know that if you're in the phase now of doing the inner work and just, you're single and you're concentrating on yourself and like fixing whatever it is that you feel or building whatever it is that you feel you want to work on, that's beautiful because it just puts you one step ahead. And just know that you do have a beautiful connection that is going to come in for you sometime this year. I think it's dependent upon that inner work. And like I said, that'll happen for different times for each of you. This is not, a connection like anything else you've ever experienced that's coming in, Pisces, because it's going to feel like it's a dream come true. It's going to feel like everything that has happened to you or that you went through was absolutely worth it. This person that's coming in is going to feel kind of unbelievable. Like, I can't believe there's someone like you that's this special. You feel that way about them. They feel that way about you. It's absolutely mutual. The two of you, you just create something spectacular, something absolutely wonderful where you're going to feel like, I don't need to search anymore. This is exactly what I've been looking for, what I've been praying for, what I've been healing to bring into my life. The Lovers, I mean, you guys have been together lifetime after lifetime. It's almost like a gift to you, and you're a gift to them. So there's a lot of potential in this relationship that I can see coming in. Long-term potential, because it's something that you're not going to want to let go of. So there's a lot that you will go through emotion. I just see it in phases for you this year. So don't be afraid to look within. Don't be afraid to find fulfillment within. Don't be afraid to walk away from something, especially if you feel like you can't get a commitment out of whoever this is. If you feel like they're not on the same page as you and the things that you want, don't stay in a place that's really not going to go anywhere. Because I see you guys realizing that. I see you choosing to kind of like accept. It's not about giving up or feeling defeated. It's about accepting. It's about accepting. And once you do that, that's when you start to find things within that you've been looking for, maybe from someone else or in another place. You're really going to come into your own, Pisces. You're going to have a lot to be proud of. Okay, that is what I can see. And a beautiful relationship. That is what you've been waiting for. That's going to come to you this year. Okay, you guys, let's see what's going on with Virgo. So for my single Virgos, the energy for 2022. I see Libra's energy here, Virgo. And a very, very, very special connection. I can also see Aquarius's energy here as well. So you could be drawing one of these to you. It could be your moon or rising signs, Virgo, or, or it could be who's actually coming your way. You have something very significant, but then it has certain challenges to it. Now, these challenges aren't meant to be a punishment to you. These kindred spirits, they are together lifetime after lifetime, and they're catalysts for each other. So there'll be a lot of growth that you experience with this special person that comes into your life. You'll bring each other outside of your comfort zones in a lot of ways, so you can grow spiritually, emotionally. This is a very intense connection. And it's funny because you'll be very sensitive towards each other. A lot of heightened feelings, heightened emotions. It's very intense. It's going to be unlike anything you've ever felt before. And I know that the two of you will feel like, this is my person, this is the one. That's how you'll feel. You will. Seeing the star come in reverse. That's how I know this connection, beautiful as it is gonna have challenges for you. I just feel like with this person, you're going to have like really highs and lows. And that doesn't mean that it's not from the divine. It doesn't mean that it's not as special as it is. And when I say highs and lows, that has nothing to do with like negative things, dark things. Please, that's not what this energy is like. Don't ever give someone who's like a twin soul or a kindred spirit. That doesn't mean they have a free pass to like bring things to a negative or dark place. But I just have to put that out there, you know, because when I talk, because I feel like a lot of people think that this is going to be something that is absolutely 1000% perfect, like an unrealistic fairy tale. And that's not the case. That's not real life. You know, you two will challenge each other for growth. There will be a lot of growth. And there will be just things that you feel and do with this person that you've never felt or done with anyone else. I know that the period of waiting for you is over. So you are going to get a very beautiful connection, because this is the overall energy. So for those of you that are in this place of like, where is my person? I feel like I've been waiting so long. I feel like I've like given here and there so much of myself. Like I've lost myself giving it to other connections, people who didn't deserve what I was giving to them. Don't you worry, because all the good that you put out there is going to come back to you. I just feel like there's challenges. There's challenges here, but not dark challenges. It's challenges, like I said, for growth, for experiences. And I think that's why this energy of justice is coming through, because it's things that you'll balance together. This year for you, Virgo, is really all about significant experiences in your love life, and it's going to be a year of things that are completely new, things that you haven't felt before. I just feel like I just understand this energy because of how intense it is. And I walk a fine line saying that, because I know when I tell you like, well, this person, I want to say like, you know, they'll do things that are to get that will break you outside of your comfort zone, that will get you to grow, that will get you to blossom. And those may not always be the easiest experiences to have. All right. And I hope that that makes sense. It's a beautiful connection, but it's also a connection that brings a lot of growth for you. And I do feel like that's why the star is coming in. I feel like that's why the star is coming in reverse like that. I want to look for seeing this 8 of Swords. That just shows me into the way things are going to change for either you or this person. Although you're so similar, it could be what changes for the both of you. Second guessing things, getting in your own head, getting in your own way, negative thoughts, things like that. There's going to be like an off switch to that energy this year. All right, Virgo. I just feel like this is a significant year in your love life based on just like the highs and lows that I can see. But you know what? When you go into those low periods, it could even be like a way that you chose this person as a catalyst, maybe even to break you outside of like your comfort zone, get you to see something differently, maybe change certain behaviors, certain patterns. That's what this person's energy brings to you. They're a catalyst. They're a divine partner. It's something that is meant to be very uplifting really, because this person, they break you out of like a shell, or they break you out of your comfort zone, like I said, and those aren't always the easiest experiences to have, but that's what's going to happen. So you just have something, I just see where it's going to be very intense for you. It's going to be very intense. One thing to remember about this partnership is to learn how to be vulnerable. Don't worry so much that everything has to come across as perfect, whether it's people looking in on your connection, or even like you yourself, your behavior, or like how your person, or however things are presented. Don't expect perfection. And I don't say that to be a pessimist. I say it because it's the realistic truth about what you have coming in, because it is beautiful. It is special. It's Someone who's going to change your ways like no one else has been able to. Like change your life in ways that no one else has been able to. But there's highs and there's lows. And when I say low, I don't want you to take that as something negative. It's for experience. They'll get, and it's vice versa. It's like looking at the other one and seeing things within them that they'd like to do or change or emulate. You know, I'll give you an example because it's almost like one of you coming into this connection could have like a higher degree, be more educated. And because you see those traits in your person, it may push you outside of a comfort zone that you could be in, where maybe you've put something off that deep within you've wanted to have for yourself. Do you see what I mean? It's that kind of energy. So this person could push you to achieve something. And you know, when you have those periods of looking at what they have and then someone looks at themselves and they could even feel like, well, I should have done this, I should have done that. So that's where like there's these energies of self-reflection, which could be like lows. But then ultimately, it's to start a fire under them, to get them to do something. I hope that makes sense. So you guys have you have a lot going on this year. You're going to have like one super serious, very significant and special connection that comes to you. Okay, that is what I can see. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you guys. I send you much love and light. Let's get into Gemini's reading. I can see Cancer's energy and Aries energy around you, Gemini. There's a lot of messages here from Spirit telling you to not ignore red flags in your love life, okay? Don't waste your time on someone who is playing any kind of games, or if there's someone that you feel you can never get a straight answer out of this person, or you feel like they tell you one thing and then like 5 minutes later their story's like a little bit different. You have to be very careful of deceptive people. See, you will be able to see it if you don't ignore it. So don't feel like you're just all of a sudden going to get blindsided. There will be red flags, because these are like red flags. There will be red flags with certain people. And I know the sooner that you don't waste your time, the better off you will be, because it's like once you move through all that energy, you have someone that's coming in that is like a protector, a provider, someone who is either like husband material or wife material. That's after moving away from, do you see this energy here? That's your overall energy for the year. 10 of Swords in reverse. That's telling you that you really need to pay close attention to what needs to be let go of. Don't hold on to things that are hurting you. Don't hold on to someone who is like, who lies to you. First of all, if anyone lies to you, that's someone that you need to release right away, let go. Don't take any excuses, because I feel like if you do, there's potential for you guys to get strung along, or to just like let something keep going on and on and on much longer than it should. That's what your year is all about. You have a true partner that's coming in. So do not settle. Do not hold on to anything that brings that kind of disrespect into your life, because don't fear about what lies ahead. I know that some of you, you know, you might be in this pattern of holding on to certain things because like you don't know like who else is going to come in, what else you'll experience, what lies ahead. I'm telling you, the sooner you let go, the better. Because the sooner you let go, the faster this person comes in. And this is what everyone would want in a partner. The Emperor's energy, like I said, it's a protector, it's a provider. That is like a solid partner that brings stability in whatever the boxes are for you. That's what you have coming in. All right, that's what you have coming in. So there is potential to be with a very serious person this year, to be in a very serious, committed relationship, because the Emperor, that's the energy of someone who they commit. They don't leave any gray areas. They don't tell any lies. They're wise, they're mature, they're stable. This person does not play any games, and they're not even going to tolerate any games being played with them. So really pay attention to any red flags that might come your way this year, Gemini, because I can see where some of you might be tested. And that's why I'm giving you the advice from Spirit to pass certain tests. If someone is stringing you along and they keep making and breaking promises, let that go. If there's someone who you is manipulative and you might catch this person in a lie, let them go. Don't hold on to anyone who is untrustworthy, anyone who's sneaky, anyone who's deceptive. Because I do see where there's a very manipulative energy and broken promises. And I'm telling you, the sooner you have the self-respect that you need to have, and like the self-worth that you need to have. See, it's all about what will you put up with this year? What are your boundaries? Have your boundaries in your mind, and don't compromise on what your boundaries are, because it's almost like a test for you. Don't compromise on that, because you will get into this kind of vibration that will attract this. If you keep compromising and settling, you'll keep attracting this kind of energy. This is like that deceptive, lying, like shady kind of energy. So it's all about your boundaries. Don't hold on to something longer than you should. The sooner you choose yourself, your self-worth, your respect, and just let things go and like truly let it go, release it to the universe. Even maybe forgive yourself for things that you might have held on to longer than you should, you know, the better off you will be, the better off you will feel. And how you can tell like who's who. Instinctually, you'll know. Don't ignore red flags. But when I'm describing the person that's in the Emperor energy, I'm telling you, this is someone, you're going to know what their intentions are with you right from the start. They're not going to hide anything from you. They're not going to put you in this weird energy of like a situationship. It's not someone who's going to like neglect you in any way. Okay, it's a very caring, strong, thoughtful, wise person. The ideal person, I can see them coming to you what you truly want, but it's like you have to release certain things in order to receive this, because this is like being in a vibe, and you guys are in the same vibe. I hope that makes sense. That's what I can see. Okay, Gemini, so you definitely choose wisely. And just know that when you let go of something, let it go. Don't look back, and just look ahead and know that you're making the right choice by letting go of that kind of energy, you know, like a deceptive person, a manipulative person. Let go of it, because then you stand to receive what you truly deserve and what you've been waiting for. Because this is someone who is like mother material, father material, husband material, wife material, whatever you're looking for. That's like the kind of person that you want, is the Emperor. Okay, that is what I can see. So just know what to hold on to and know what to let go of. Okay, Gemini, that's what I have for you guys for the year ahead. Let's get into Libra's reading. All right, my single Libras. Let's see what lies ahead this year. Libra, your energy is coming through. You could meet another Libra this year. Some of you could have a Libra, moon, or rising. There's also Taurus and Cancer's energy here as well. So it could be who you draw to you. Could be your moon or rising signs. Okay, or there could be cross watchers here watching for you, Libra. This is very interesting energy. I just feel like there's a lot of compromising. Maybe even being more flexible than you ever have with certain things. Now, that doesn't mean that you're settling. It's not the energy of settling, because there's actually a lot of success that comes in for you, Libra, when you're open-minded about your love life. Now, that's not a free pass to be disrespected or have someone walk all over you. I think I just have to put that out there. I think that some of you, or it could even be who comes your way, but I'm reading for you because it's this energy of someone who's very like regimented and even very by the book. I say that because that's what this King of Swords energy is like someone who is very routine. I even wonder if they could like have served in, like they could be a veteran even, because I just see the way that this person is so like the strong silent type. They're not very talkative, but when they do talk, it's like they just say something that's important. I feel like they definitely have a presence to them. Someone that's very intelligent and like very disciplined. Very disciplined, like a regimen, someone who has like a certain routines that they like to stick to, that they don't like to like go outside of their comfort zone. I wonder if that's you. Don't be afraid to be more flexible this year, or it could be like a challenge for you, Libra, that comes in, you know, dealing with someone that is just very set in their ways. They're very set in their ways, but that doesn't make them a bad person. Because I feel like there's a great deal of success. You have a very successful connection that's coming in. One that you will like tell everyone about. One that you'll like brag about. Probably be posting on social media things with this person, because I just see you feeling very, very proud of what you have. Feeling like you're in a very successful place. But there's a lot of compromise. The overall energy is compromising. Compromising and knowing what to let go of. You definitely want to pick your battles. I can see where some of you, if you don't, it'll be like growing pains getting to know this person. Because I know that some of you, with the way that I can see you going outside of your comfort zone, can be a really big challenge for you. But it's ironic that that's like kind of the challenge, and the ironic energy of the year is compromising. So that's why I'm telling you to be open-minded about who this special person is. And don't mistake someone's stoic kind of energy or their quiet nature or more introverted energy. Don't mistake that for like disinterest, because that's absolutely not the case. I do feel like you guys will go through this with someone, kind of like a struggle getting to know them. They come across like they have a shell, but I feel like that's really the nature of who they are. It's like someone who is the strong, silent type. I feel like this person is very introverted in a lot of ways. They're very intelligent, very thoughtful, very calm. So it could, for some of you, if you know that your energy is maybe more outgoing, it could be a challenge because this person is so opposite. But the more that you are willing to open your mind up, go outside of your comfort zone, the more successful the connection will be. See, I'm talking about like the highs and lows because I see this energy here. And I know that that's some of you feeling like, I really want to know how they feel about me. I see you guys wondering that. Only because this person, their energy looks very quiet to me. So they're not always just gonna, spill their guts and open up. But this is someone whose actions say a lot more than their words. If you know that this is you, Libra, I would encourage you to try and open up more and verbally express more things to your person, because it would definitely be something that comforts them. See, and I'm talking as if this is now and present, even though you guys are single. The energy is just a relationship all around you. So just know that you are going to be in a relationship soon. Or maybe someone that you're talking to, and you'll see that things turn into a relationship, because you could already know this person. They could already be in your life, but there's just, this is like a couple to me. So just know that even if you guys have been single for a long time, you're going to be in a relationship soon. And I just feel like the more you pick your battles, the more you kind of compromise and go with the flow. And disclaimer, that does not mean that you settle for things that you shouldn't tolerate, or like you're disrespected. No, that's not what I mean by that. I just feel like there's something here that you're meant to learn. Maybe you are meant to be broken out of that place. I just see that energy. And it's funny because dealing with someone who's like opposite from you, and they're very set in their ways, changes you guys. I hope that that makes sense. I hope that it does. I just feel like you're going to be dealing with someone this year that's just different from you. Different from you in many different ways. You could even be like of different religions, ethnicities, backgrounds, experiences. I feel like you have an opposite that's coming in, Libra. So it may be a little, it's a little difficult to understand this person, but that doesn't mean that it's not successful, because you have a very successful connection that's here. I think the key things are to communicate, and for whoever is very reserved, just consider your person's feelings and how they are really, like this year, trying to get more comfort about the other one's feelings for them. That's what I can see the struggle being. That's the truth, Libra. That's what I can see. So it's not like, it's a beautiful connection in many ways, but someone here is very quiet, and I wish that they would open up more. But then again, I know that it's all part of the challenge. It's all part of like showing the other one to go outside of their comfort zone. And since I'm reading for you, I feel like you are the one who's challenged with that, Libra. No, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. There's not even any red flags to warn you about in this person's energy. This year is all about like picking your battles and focusing on what truly is important. And even for some of you to look within more, and you'll find things that maybe you're looking for someone else to give to you. You'll find it within yourself. You will, because I just see where there's like a lot of emotions that you guys go through, and it really does stem from like, I want to know more. I want you to open up more. But I feel like this is just this person's nature, to not mistake that for their lack of interest or like seriousness. That's just their nature. And then when you look even deeper, it's about like spiritual test, spiritual lessons. And since I pick up on this person's energy like so close, and it feels like it's so significant. So like I said, even if you've been single for a long time, Libra, you're going to be surprised at this connection and how it moves, how things unfold. Whoever knows that they are insecure with certain things, it's a good idea to do some inner work and start to, heal those insecurities, or just address those insecurities, work on those insecurities. All right, that's what I can see. So you have a very significant connection that's coming to you. And although I can see the little nuances, like the highs and lows, the challenges, the more flexible and open-minded you are, and the more you pick your battles, and the more you introspection, the more you add introspection into your life, the smoother things will be. Okay, that is what I can see, Libra. So you have a serious connection that's coming your way. All right, just know that. Okay, you guys, let's get into Aquarius's reading. Aquarius, what lies ahead 2022? Let's see your messages from Spirit. I see Sagittarius energy here, Aries energy is here, and Capricorn energy is here. This is the overall energy for the year, the Devil. These are the energies coming through for you, Aquarius. You're not going to be single for long, even if you've been single for a long time. I think that you're even going to have, I feel like you're going to have a lot of options in your love life. And when I say options, that's not to put anyone down. But I just feel like there's different options that are here. Then when you see this kind of energy coming in, this is true. This is real. This is someone that's like your divine partner, someone who's a kindred spirit, someone who's coming into your life that will challenge you. You know, they'll push you, they'll bring out growth. They'll bring out growth within you. You need to know that. And it's a beautiful connection overall. I think that this person is going to get you to a new level of motivation, something like you've never felt before. It's important that you don't hold on to things this year that are like negative or toxic or like don't serve you, unhealthy for you. Don't hold on to those kinds of connections. You're single. So I'm telling you that I see like different people, at least 3 different people that you're going to deal with, get to know, be in different connections with. You have a lot of attractive energy. Your sexual energy this year, Aquarius, is at an all-time high. And you're going to have people who are just like drawn to you like a magnet. Honestly, you are a catch. You're someone that's looked at as classy and like attractive, sexy, smart, healthy, vibrant. Like you're just popping. That's what you need to know. Your energy this year is like you're just popping, and you're going to have people that are drawn to you. And you may have some unhealthy connections that come in too. But that's why I'm telling you, you need to know when to hold on to something and when to let go. Don't hold on to a connection that brings any kind of negativity in. And by negativity, I do mean like the darker stuff. Like any kind of codependency that it can bring out in you. If it brings out a whole bunch of insecurities because like this person has you questioning things about yourself. Don't hold on to any connections that are just like purely physical, sexual, lustful. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, because what I'm seeing for a lot of the singles this year is like challenges, but then like knowing when to let go of something. And once you let go, this new chapter unlocks. That's very important. Okay, because seeing this as the overall energy, I think you're going to have to be very discerning about who's coming your way. Don't accept anything less than you deserve. Know your worth. I'm telling you, this year you are a catch. You are popping. You have, like I said, a lot of attraction around you. So you're going to draw things to you. You're going to draw connections to you, people to you. And I can see where there's one that's just right for you. And then there's others, or, you know, this one here that is like a challenge. Certainly not going to be a boring year in your love life. It's very social. You're going to have people that you're meeting, people that you don't even unwanted attention, honestly. Like, you just step out into the world and people are going to be drawn to you this year. I do feel like there's one that's gonna, you know, triumph over everything else. Because this is a person that is like a best friend and a lover all in one. And even though they will kind of push you and challenge you, don't mistake what I'm saying for someone who brings in this darker energy and is like disrespectful, or it's just like shallow or lustful, or they make you feel small in any way. If you're dealing with a connection like that right now, Aquarius, drop it. The sooner the better. Or if you have anyone that's coming in bringing those kind of vibes, that kind of energy, drop it. The sooner the better. You're meant to go through these different experiences this year, and it will bring you into alignment with this person. Now, when I say you're meant to go through those experiences, that doesn't mean that it has to go on and on and on for months. There could be something that, you know, dealing with this person for a couple weeks that you take from it, that you need to take from it. Don't hold on to things longer than you should. And just know this, like, this is your choice. You are a catch. You're going to have people that are like chasing after you, go like so interested in you, drawn to you like a magnet this year. Don't stay in a connection longer than you should. Don't stay in a connection that's unhealthy for you, or like makes you feel forced into anything, tied down in any way. Do you know what I mean? Whether that's even like emotionally. I see all of this energy coming in, and I'm just giving you the bits and pieces of advice. You know, I'm looking way down the road. I know when you're going through it, it's not always so easy to let go, but I'm telling you, you're not going to accidentally let go of this one. So don't worry about that. You know, don't worry about, well, how will I know who's right? How will I choose? You will definitely know. And even though I see you being challenged with some more experiences, I see that, because there's karmic energy that's coming in. So those are like things that you will go through for the experience. So you have karmic, and then you also have like these deep soul ties, this twin soul energy here as well. So it's going to be a very significant year. I feel like there's many people that will come in and out of your life, and it all depends on what you choose to hold on to, what your boundaries are. Meeting someone is not going to be a problem. I wonder if you guys have already been in the vibe and have been like starting to meet people already, because you're not going to be single. This year you're not going to be single. You won't. So even it's almost like you could get into one relationship, and maybe you see that there's things that just like are not working out for you. You let go of that, and I'm telling you, like 2 weeks later, there's another person. So just know that I just don't see you being single, but then I see like where there's these different connections that are coming in. I would avoid like overlapping connections. I just have to put that out there. I would avoid that. I would try to make a clean break from one connection to the next. And even though, you know, I mentioned that because I see that energy here, because it's funny that it's like you're not single, yet there's these different people that are here. So I would avoid that, Aquarius. And just know that even though there's like challenges, it's a deep reading, because it shows me into your karmic lessons, and it just shows me into, after you pass those lessons, After you choose to break free from what you need to break free from, you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded with a person that is like your divine partner. They are. And with this person, you will grow and experience things that you haven't before. So don't hold on to something for longer than you should. Maybe even out of fear about what's next. Just know that like this, meeting someone and drawing people in, they're drawn to you like a magnet. So it's like as soon as you let one go, another one is going to come right to you. And if the one that comes right to you after that, if you feel like there's just any kind of things that are not serving you in a positive way, don't wait. Don't overlook things and make excuses for anyone. Don't. Keep looking forward, keep moving. And once you keep moving along, it's going to bring you into alignment with this kindred spirit. Okay, I hope that makes sense, because you guys, like, there's so much energy that's coming in for you. A lot of lessons this year. Okay, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. I send you much love and light. Let's see what's going on for Leo. All right, my single Leos. Let's take a look, Leo. What is happening this year? I see Libra's energy here, Leo, and Virgo, and Capricorn. I wonder if those are your moon or rising signs, or it could be who's coming your way. There could be these cross watchers also here for you, Leo. These are the energies that are here. So there's a lot that you're going to realize about yourself, and there's just things that you will choose to put behind you and not hold on to it anymore. You're going to go through a real transformation this year, Leo, where you may start out like a caterpillar, but at the end, or like as time progresses, you're going to be a butterfly. There's definitely the energy of a huge transformation, ascending, a glow up, however you want to look at it. You are coming into your own. And that's what's funny about the energies. Like, you're so focused on yourself and your growth and your development. And because you are so focused on yourself this year, that's when you're going to close out any toxic cycles, any like bad habits, patterns that you keep repeating or allowing to repeat in your life. You will not this year. You are really going to come into your own majorly. I honestly don't see you guys just being so open. Do you know what I mean? Leos are very talkative. Leos are very warm. The way that you're coming across this year, Leo, is someone who's kind of like the strong silent type. Someone who is just not the easiest to get to know. And I don't think that that's anything negative. I don't feel like it's you being bitter or jaded or guarded. I just feel like you're very, very choosy. You're very choosy. And then with all of this focus on yourself and your growth and like your physical, mental, emotional well-being, it's just your year, Leo. It's your year and you're focusing on you. That's just what I can see, especially with the 3 of Wands in reverse as the overall energy. This is like, you know what? I'm not really focused on like everything that's coming in. What about here? What about now? What about me? What about what's going on in the present? You're very focused in the present this year, which is beautiful because it shows me that things that need to come to an end, Leo, are going to come to an end. It's a great year of healing for you. I just feel like Some of you could be caught in certain cycles that you just won't you won't release it. Or if you even keep wondering why someone could be holding on to you and won't release you, that's going to change this year. There's like the cutting of those karmic chains, ties, breaking free from bad habits, negativity. You're just not going to allow any of that into your life. And then I see when you start to focus more on yourself, that's when this transition comes in for you. You're not going to be the same person, Leo, at the end of the year that you are at the beginning. You might look back and see like, who was that person before? I am not the same person. I've changed so much. I'm so different. And this is very positive energy. It just lets, like, these two, and especially with the Hermit in reverse, that's why I'm talking about the butterfly, because that's how Spirit shows me that energy. It's like a transformation from a caterpillar into the cocoon. Then you emerge as a butterfly. And then when you see these are very significant. This lets me know what you're gonna drop. I just see a lot of health coming in for you, Leo. And for some of you, it could even be physically the health that you achieve. It's definitely spiritually and emotionally, mentally even. You're going to have a lot of clarity that comes to you. I don't see you holding on to anything that doesn't serve you. And I really see you focusing on yourself. I hope that that's not disappointing news to you, Leo. I hope not. You know, especially if you are like really looking to meet someone or have someone come in. When I look further, I do feel like there's a lot of potential for you to rekindle things with someone from the past. But that's only for those of you that want to take that message. It's very, very strong here. You're going to have someone that comes back from the past. And I mean, just look at this energy. Who wants forgiveness, who wants to build something with you, or like rebuild something with you, Leo, who wants to show like, look, I'm not immature like that. I'm not here to like lead you on or play games. If I did anything to hurt you, I want to take away the hurt and the pain that I caused. I see that energy here. So and I wonder if any of you Leos are going to want to try and rekindle things with someone from the past, you know, like as a cross watcher, that could be the case. I have to put that out there too. But that is what I can see. Definitely wanting forgiveness, wanting to make things right. If you're wondering if this person really has changed, absolutely. Because I also wonder if I'm picking up on like maybe a cross watcher's energy and the way that they are having this glow up. Of course, I'm reading for you, Leo, so that's how, you know, but I just have to put it out there like that. Okay, that is what's going on this year, though. It's definitely someone coming back from the past, looking for forgiveness and really wanting to prove themselves to you. And they're absolutely going to try. If you're dealing with someone that was just like held back a lot, Leo, I can see where that person is coming back around to try and get you to take a chance on them. Some of you will choose to embrace the energy, while others of you may just choose to focus on what you have going on yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like what you have going on in your life as a single person. I feel like that's almost more appealing to some of you. I just don't see Leos doing a whole lot of like dating around this year. I feel like Leo's energy is more focused on their self and their growth and their glow up and achieving like goals that they may have been putting off. And I just don't see you, I don't see you dating around, Leo. don't let that be discouraging to you though, because you know, self-focus and like your own growth and development is a beautiful thing, because there could be goals that you choose to really focus on and achieve this year. And I just feel like that might be way more important to some of you. I just feel like that's way more important. That's what I can see. Potential of someone from the past coming back around to try to prove themselves. And just a lot of self-focus this year. And the self-focus is going to be really, really good for you, Leo. You're going to be a different person, a much freer person, a lighter person, a more experienced person. And I'm telling you about the butterfly and the glow up because it shows me the amount of confidence you are going to have. See, it's like you're single, but you're so confident within yourself that you're not focused on a relationship per se, or like needing someone to come in and fulfill anything for you. I see Leos this year being very independent, very discerning, like very calm, very self-centered, and very focused this year. Concentrating on yourself. That's what I can see, Leo. All right, that's what I have for you guys. I love you, Leo. Let's get into Sagittarius's reading. I see Leo's energy here, Sagittarius. I wonder if there's cross watchers for you, or it could be who you're dealing with. It could be moon or rising signs. These are the energies coming through for the year. I feel like what this is showing me, I have to give you a piece of advice. It's like, don't take the hard way this year, Sagittarius. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse almost, it shows me the energy of like trying to swim upstream or choosing a difficult path, going against the grain. I feel like you guys might even pick a lot of challenges for yourself in your love life this year. And that's why I'm telling you to try and just choose the easiest route. Although I feel like with the Queen of Wands as the overall energy, there's a sense of control. And then there's also this energy of just being very present. Being very present and maybe not thinking of things long term. So it's present, and it's present, which is funny to me, because I think that some of you could get into this place where you're so headstrong that there's things that you just turn a blind eye towards, and you don't want to listen to the truth or see the truth, maybe even from someone else's perspective. I feel like you're very headstrong this year, Sagittarius, and you're just going to do what you feel is best, what's best for you. But I see you picking a path that looks difficult. And I mean, I can see that. I can see that. So I just feel like you guys should be really aware of being very honest with yourself. And maybe even if you're being told the truth about something from people that are close to you and that love you and that you know you can trust, try to let yourself listen to what others have to say this year. If you get a warning from someone that you trust and is close to you, Sagittarius, I would just ask that you consider it. Because this is like, seeing this kind of energy come through, It's like choosing the hard way where you don't need to. And maybe it's from being headstrong. Maybe it's from like wanting to be right and prove others wrong. But there's so much potential for you to pick a path that just looks very difficult in love. If you have difficulties communicating with someone, or if you feel like this person holds back and they're not always honest with you, I would strongly suggest that you consider letting yourself be alone. I know that that's not the easiest thing to hear, but this path that some of you could choose this year, you're just gonna bring challenges into your life. I say that even, you know, with this 9 of Wands reverse like that. This is a very like trapped, imprisoned energy. Almost like, well, I got myself into this situation. I don't really know how to get myself out of it. I made things worse for myself than it needs to be. This year, I just feel like the best thing for you to do is keep things. If something feels like a force or it feels like it's a struggle, don't keep like giving your time and energy to that. You want to choose something that flows naturally. And there's this weird energy around you, Sagittarius, of like maybe even for a sense of control, being drawn to certain challenges. I would choose to give time to someone that I feel is open, honest, and a good communicator. Although I can see where some of you choose the opposite and you're investing time with someone that is like hard to read or they're difficult to communicate with. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of warnings coming through to you from Spirit to recognize challenges. Because I feel like some of you will really turn a blind eye to a lot of things this year. Even you turn a blind eye to your like own behavior. And when you do that, you make things more difficult for yourself than it needs to be. Try not to let your ego get the best of you or be in a place where you're too headstrong or too proud or you feel like you're an expert on certain things. And don't save face just for the sake of like saving face. Because when you do stuff like that this year, Sagittarius, it's only going to hurt you. Choose what's easy this year, not what's hard. And I can see where there's just like this path that's opening up, and I feel like some of you, if you're not careful, you'll make things a lot more difficult for yourself than it needs to be. Do not look at someone's like neediness as a challenge for you, because I feel like that energy is here. Someone's neediness, or you want to like put time and energy, invest in something because you feel like you can change this person, or like you can be a good influence on them and turn things around. Don't choose difficult connections. Don't choose what feels forced or unnatural, or like from the jump has like baggage along with it, or like challenges along with it. I wouldn't. And I mean, of course, you'll do what you feel is best for you, but I just feel like you'll make things a lot more difficult for yourself if you choose that. Just choose what's easy. Choose what like flows. Choose what's easy. Choose what flows. Choose good communication. It's funny because it's like being at this crossroads, and there's like a path that's smooth and it's paved and it looks easy. That's the path that you should take. But the energy coming around you, Sagittarius, is you look down the other path and there's like these obstacles, these challenges. And that's the path that I feel more of you will be drawn to. But then just ask yourself why. Just ask yourself, why would you choose to make things more difficult? Because this energy honestly is like swimming upstream. Why swim upstream? Just go with the flow. You will be a lot happier. So I feel like your reading is just like an umbrella of the energy. And I feel like your reading is just really a lot of advice from spirit. If something from the beginning is already bringing a lot of challenges for you and just feels like things are forced and it's not easy, don't hold on to that longer than you should. Okay, that's very important, and that's an interesting reading. That's what spirit is showing me. All right, Sagittarius, that is what I have for you guys. I love you. Let's see what's coming in for Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's see into 2022, your love life. What are your messages for the year ahead? So I see the initials B and J are here. Cancer. Sagittarius's energy as well. You could have that moon or rising or Libra or Virgo. All of it's here. It could be cross watchers, or it could even be who's coming your way. There's this pattern, like a cycle that I can see, because the energy is like on again, off again, on again, off again. And then when you see the 5 of Cups as the overall energy, I just feel like I can see some of you kind of being caught up in that pattern in your love life this year of like together and apart with someone. You might even already know who this is, because I feel like there's a history. Some of you know who this is. There's a history with this person, and you could be in the energy of off again. But for others of you, I just feel like this year, the kind of energy coming in is, it's like together and apart, together and apart. I just see where that pattern continues. And now, if you want to avoid this pattern, it's just important for you to like stop and take stock in certain things. You have to stop and take stock. And what I mean by that is, don't be afraid to be really honest with yourself and stop and be present and be in the moment and say, okay, like, what am I really giving to this as opposed to what I'm receiving? Because I just don't see you guys feeling satisfied. So this year, it could even be a challenge for you to put your foot down with certain things, to maybe even give someone an ultimatum if you're not getting the kind of energy that you feel you deserve from them. This year really shows me that you're going to teach someone how to treat you. And if you keep accepting being on that cycle and that pattern, it's not going to change. What will make it change is your boundaries. Really, that's very important for you to keep in mind, Cancer. I think that you have to definitely hold back a little bit more. Don't keep giving to someone and you're not getting back out of it what you deserve, or even like half of what you give. Because I see where there is that energy of being very generous, very giving. Very, very generous energy comes from you. And it's like when push comes to shove, that's when you get back what you've been giving to someone. But it shouldn't have to be that way. It shouldn't. And I just feel like you have to teach this person how to treat you this year. You have to. Some of you know exactly who this is, but for others of you where this person is new, I think that it's wise for you to be in a place, Cancer, where you just have your boundaries and you have your, your self-worth is in a confident and strong place. Because I just feel like there's this pattern of, with all the energy of giving, 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 do you even see here where this person's looking down at like everything that they've contributed? And then when they take stock, this is all they get. It's like, okay, I've given all this and this is all that I get back in return. I think that it's a year for you to, you know, not be afraid to stand up for yourself. Because if not, I just see where things continue on this loop. And when I say together and apart, I feel like some of you will get to the point where you feel frustrated and you could really be like in an on again, off again relationship with this person. For others of you, if you choose to like stay together with them, it's just like distance keeps coming in. So obviously you're watching this because you're single. So there's definitely energy here of being in a relationship this year. I just feel like one of the challenges, and in order to make it a healthy relationship, is you standing up for yourself, knowing your worth. And I honestly feel like you have to make sure that you're getting back what you give. What you give. All right, Cancer, I want to look at this King of Wands. Don't settle, and don't worry about being so nice. Do you know what I mean? I know you guys are very sensitive, but don't, and I know that may be kind of a challenge for you. The more you hold this person accountable, the more they'll step up to the plate. The more you set a standard, the more they'll rise to the occasion. But if, like I said, you teach them how to treat you and you keep accepting things that are less than you deserve, that's what you'll keep getting. So I look at this as one relationship, but for others of you, you may recognize a pattern this year within your own behavior or yourself or what you accept. I look at it as one relationship, but for others of you, if this is like more than one person that comes in and out of your life, like if you keep having several short-term relationships, it's really time for you to not be afraid to look within and not be afraid to stand up for yourself. Because that will change everything. That will turn it around. That will really turn it around. There's very strong Virgo energy here. So I do wonder if you'll have a Virgo coming your way. I do wonder that. I think that what you really need to do this year, Cancer, is take charge. That could be a challenge for you, but I know that it'll be very beneficial for you if you do. Take charge. And why should you always be the one that is like bending over backwards? Because I see that energy here. You know what your worth is, know what your boundaries are, and whoever it is that you're dealing with, make them rise to your standards. Don't be afraid that you're going to push someone away by having certain standards, because what I can see happening is the opposite. They'll rise to the occasion. They'll be more motivated. Don't be afraid to play hard to get this year either, Cancer, because it'll even be better for you in a lot of ways. Instead of having like this on again, off again connection, or like these short-term relationships that keep coming in, if you choose to take the advice from Spirit about, you know, standing up for yourself, your worth, being more reserved, playing harder to get, setting the standard because you are the catch. You don't chase after anyone. They should be coming after you. If you keep all of those things in mind, it's going to really change the energy. I wonder if some of you recognize these things as patterns for you. It's the year to come into your own and break those patterns. This year is really all about, because it's funny, because like what you what you show, they'll show it back to you. And that's the ironic thing. Like, you're a mirror. What you mirror to this person, you will get back. So if you show them things like, oh, this is what I'll accept this, I'll bend over backwards here. Or if you change like your mindset and your attitude, and you stand up taller and you have more confidence, and you say like, these are my boundaries, these are my standards, you will have someone that mirrors that back to you. So do not settle for anything less than you deserve. Okay, Cancer, that's what I can see. It's like kind of like an overview of the potential for some things, patterns that you can break, and the way that you can change the energy that's coming in based on what you accept. Okay, Cancer, that is what I can see. I love you guys. Let's get into Aries reading. All right, Aries, let's see what is coming in 2022. You have to know that you are definitely a catch this year, Aries. I mean, it's just this energy of people really being drawn to you, attracted to you. You're going to find that people make their way to you. I wonder if any of you are like, even in like talking to someone that's in another state, long distance, something like that. I feel like you have people that are drawn to you. Could even be someone that you haven't met in person that you finally meet this year. Because I just see you being in this energy of very optimistic, very happy-go-lucky. You're someone who really believes in love this year. And I think it has to do with like you just being like whole and happy from the inside out. That's what I can see. And then the overall energy as the 3 of Wands, that's beautiful because it lets me know that you have a lot to look forward to. And you're even going to have a lot of people. It's like you're just in your place and they come to you. So don't worry about how everything is going to play out for you this year, like how you'll meet people or whatever. They're going to be drawn to you. They're going to come to you. Some of you, like I said, could even be talking to someone long distance. And I see that person like making frequent visits. You anticipating their arrival and feeling very happy-go-lucky and positive and excited. And then because I see that energy here, I know that that's how people are going to feel about you, getting to know you, talking to you. See, you're a catch. So you're going to have people that just want you, want to make you theirs, want to be with you. You really need to know that you're shining this year. And I know that because whenever I see the 9 of Pentacles, especially in a singles reading, it's very significant because this is like the energy of that single person that is a catch, because they just have it all. They have brains, they have looks, they have class, they know how to dress. You can take this person anywhere and you're just so proud to be around them. It's someone who's healthy physically, emotionally, mentally. And that's where you guys are. I feel like you're going to be in a very happy and healthy place. And I just feel like you're going to have a lot to look forward to. And then you do a lot of, you're very honest with yourself. You are. Even though you're happy-go-lucky, super optimistic, that doesn't mean that you're not realistic and truthful. Because I see you really looking at things from a higher perspective, looking at your love life. I don't see you being in a rush to jump into relationships, because this is the energy of someone who's single and they're very content. They're very happy. It's like, I'm good. I have everything that I need. I'm not looking for anyone to like come into my life and fix things for me. I feel like I'm in an amazing place. So that's where I see you guys being. So I don't see you guys being in a rush to be in a relationship. I see where you're more content you're more content. I just don't feel like you have that, you know, kind of like rush kind of energy or anxious kind of energy to like want to be with someone in order to feel complete. I see you feeling very complete and stable on your own. So there's so much energy around you of independence and honesty and not being afraid to, you know, be in the moment, be present, and take stock. So the energy is beautiful because I do see where you have a lot of excitement to look forward to. So I see you dating, and I see where you have people that are like making their way to you, finding you, drawn to you. So it's like they just come to you. You won't even have to find them. They're going to be drawn to you like a magnet because of like your aura and your vibe. It's a very welcoming vibe. It's happy-go-lucky. It's like it's the energy of joy. It's the energy of independence. And there's a lot of energy of ambition around you guys as well. I think that honestly you're going to be I don't see you rushing to be in a relationship, but those that you do choose to, you know, talk to, get to know, you're going to be very choosy about it. I feel like you're really in control of things this year, Aries. You are. And what you say and decide happens is exactly what's going to happen. I see where there's this energy of people, because there's a lot of people that are drawn to you, so I don't want to scare you when I say this. It's like I don't know how else to say it though. Like even someone who could be like very attached to you, and you're choosing yourself. Very attached to you and like not wanting to let you go, wanting things to progress further. So that's why I say you're in control, and I see you being very choosy. I see you dating around this year and not really settling, not really deciding on, okay, like this is gonna be my person, I'm gonna be in this permanent relationship. I see you guys being more in the energy of happy, single, independent, but like having a lot of fun times to look forward to. And I think that you're going to take little bits and pieces of experiences that you have with different people this year, and you take from it, and then you look at your life from a much higher perspective. You're going to be able to let people go a lot easier than they're able to let go of you. And I don't say that like anything creepy. I don't say that as any way to like scare you guys at all. But I just see you being very like fixed. You're very whole as a person, very content, very complete. You're not looking to anyone to come into your life and complete you or to fix something for you. And I feel like that is what makes you even more appealing, even more attractive. Because this year you are it. You're popping. You have people that are drawn to you, that are going to want to hold on to you and not let go. But I don't see you choosing one particular person this year. Now, don't let that get you down, because like I said, the energy is of you being very exciting and just feeling very optimistic, happy-go-lucky, like you have a lot to look forward to. A lot that you are looking forward to, but I just feel like you guys this year really cherish your independence. And I just see that, which lets you know that you're really connected to yourself, your higher self, your inner strength. So you have a lot to be proud of. I see you just even, for some of you, meeting someone internationally, because I feel like there's this energy of travel, someone traveling to come see you, whether you're in another state, other country, someone who could have to come overseas to see you, or like travel. There's this element of traveling to come see you. I just see you really loving your independence and enjoying the attention that you receive. And I see you more in a casual kind of vibe, not looking for something like real serious, or not looking to like settle down per se. I just see where Aries looks like they really enjoy their independence this year. And you're just full of vitality, health, energy, life, passion, ambition, drive. So you might even be a catalyst for others' growth this year with the way that you inspire them, Aries. I just do feel like you might even be a bit of a heartbreaker this year with the way that you'll have certain people that like want more from you than you're ready to give to them. That's what I can see. All right, Aries. So definitely a very, very active social life, dating life. And I just see you being in a very warm, positive, happy-go-lucky place in your love life this year. All right, Aries, let's get into Scorpio's reading. All right, Scorpio, let's see what is coming in for you. Your love reading 2022. Let's see the energy. I can see Aquarius's energy here, and there's a lot of emotion, love, romantic vibes. All of that is here. I see where you have a lot of attention coming your way this year, Scorpio, and you're gonna be pursued. I see you being pursued. I see where people like come to you, they're drawn to you, they want to like do nice things for you. Flattery this year, and I feel like you're going to be very susceptible to flattery, compliments, likes on your pictures, things like that. This year, I see you feeling very special. That's the energy overall. Do you see where that person is sitting there and they feel very content? They feel like they're being shown a lot of attention. They feel very special. They have a lot of love. They feel like they have a lot of support. I think that you're going to have someone who's very crazy about you. You know what's funny though is I don't know how open you guys are this year to something that's like super, super serious. I feel like you guys are loving the attention that you get, and because you have like attention coming in from so many different directions, you may choose to kind of date around. You may choose to like have romantic experiences and kind of like feel things out before you choose to make a commitment, because I don't see the energy of a commitment here this year, although I see a lot of like flattery, praise, attention, romance, falling. I know that you're going to have people like, you're very impactful this year, Scorpio, and I feel like whoever it is that you choose to talk to or like date, things like that, they won't be able to stop thinking about you. You just kind of have this magical energy where people are going to be like, what did you do to me? Like, we had that date, and like since then, like, you're all that I think about. I'm distracted. I see you having like a very impactful kind of energy, people being drawn to you, people falling in love with you, honestly, because it's like I can't stop thinking about you. I can't get you off of my mind. And I see where when you're told these things, it makes you feel really good. And I do see Scorpio being a bit self-centered because it's more taking than giving. It's not that no, don't take that the wrong way. It's not like you're going to do things that are cold-hearted to anyone or like you're this selfish person. That's not what the energy is. It's just like, I think you feel good to be wanted. I think it makes you feel very satisfied to be shown all of this attention. And I think you just kind of get lost this year in the attention that you're shown, because I just feel like it's coming in from all different directions. I'm talking about the lack of commitment or like the lack of a serious quote unquote relationship, because you see that's what this path is. You see the 1111, that's being in sync with someone, being aligned with someone. And this is really the energy of like when you go down that path, that's when the major things start to happen. Marriage, family, long-term committed relationships. You see, that's what this energy is. When I see it come in reverse, it's like, I'm not going down that path just yet. I'm not exactly in that vibe. I'm not exactly open to that, but I feel amazing. I mean, I feel special. I feel really good with the way things are. So I see you guys choosing that kind of energy. And I will be honest with you, I feel like you're going to be breaking hearts this year, Scorpio, because of the way that when someone looks at you, they just daydream and they're like, oh my God, this could be it. This could be everything. I feel like you're the person that I've been waiting for. Like, I think that you're going to have people feeling very deeply for you, falling for you. And I just feel like I don't see you choosing to like take that path right now, to take that journey in love right now. I don't see you choosing that. I see you being more independent. And I just know that there's a lot of flattery. And even this energy is very flattering because it just lets you know the way that someone looks at you and feels like they're everything that they could want in a person. The Star card, that's like you're their wish come true, even flawless. Nothing about you that they would change, could change. You're perfect in someone's eyes. And if you are wondering this year about someone's intentions towards you, you have someone that just wants to take things to that very serious next level because you are what they've been wanting for, wishing for. I mean, you check off all the boxes. So if you're wondering about this person's intentions towards you, just know this. When you meet this person this year, because you're going to have like a lot of attention that's shown to you. You'll definitely be involved with and meeting more than one person. Whoever it is that's telling you those things, like when they tell you that they're in love with you and they tell you that they want a future with you, they can picture a future with you, all of these significant romantic things, they're absolutely serious about what they say. So I think it's important to put that out there, especially if any of you are skeptical, or if you're wondering their true intentions, or if you just feel like you need to be cautious about certain things. I feel like the people that are coming your way are absolutely looking for love. But what are you looking for this year, Scorpio? Because if you're looking for love, it's absolutely around you and you can have it. There's someone that's coming in that you can build with, that you can build a life with, that you can have a future with. If you want it, it's there. I just wonder what you guys want. And that's important to put that out there. So you guys there's potential for you to be very lucky in love this year. Because the energy that's coming towards you is loving. It's sincere. I just hope you don't break anyone's heart, because with the Star in reverse, and especially with that Four of Wands, it's like, well, you didn't open up to me. I'm open and you're not receptive. I opened up my door for you and you didn't walk through. And obviously that is going to be a very disappointing experience to whoever you turn down. You're very magical, like your energy is very magical. And I just know that you're going to have people that are absolutely taken with you, fall in love with you, will put you up on a pedestal. I just wonder what you want, Scorpio. If you want a real relationship with someone who adores you, that's exactly what you can have this year. It's just funny to me that the vibe is more taking than giving, and more enjoying independence and just wanting to keep things the way that they are. But I will tell you this. Don't look at it as if something's going to get taken from your life. If you choose to open up, this path is there. If you choose to go down it, nothing is going to be taken from you. Your life will only be enhanced greatly with a true love, with someone who will treat you better than anyone has ever treated you in your life and absolutely adore you and cherish you. So it's just a matter of what you want. It's here. I feel like it's really your year, Scorpio. What you want to have, you will have it. All right, that is what I can see. You being adored, you being loved. It's just a matter of like, will you embrace it? Will you fully open up to it? Will you let this person make you theirs the way that they're dying and longing to? Okay, you have a lot of special energy that's coming in, and it's going to find you. You don't have to go looking for it. It's going to come to you this year. Okay, Scorpio, that is what I can see for you guys. Let's finish out the 2022 readings with Taurus. All right, my single Taurus. Let's see the energy coming in. Wow, this is special. Very, very, very special. So there's Pisces energy and Aquarius. I wonder if that is your moon or rising signs, or if there's cross watchers watching for you, or it could be who's coming your way. There's like a fresh new start in your love life. So just know this. A major path is opening up for you, Taurus. And if you choose to go down this path and embrace it, everything that you want in love, you are gonna get. Like whatever it is that you picture to be your ideal, like blessed, like wishes coming true and love, that is absolutely what you have coming in. I mean, the energy that you stand to receive this year is absolutely beautiful. Let yourself take chances in love. Let yourself be spontaneous. Let yourself be open. It's funny that I can see this kind of flustered energy that I see that energy here. So that's why I feel like I need to give you that advice from Spirit. To let yourself have faith and to trust. I think some of you I think you're going to get thrown for a loop this year when you see the incredible energy that comes your way. I think at times you might feel like, can I trust this? Is this too good to be true? Like, this is crazy. Because this is like mind blowing, honestly. That's what this energy is like, because it's manifesting right in front of you everything that you have wanted in a partner, in a person. And you know that energy is mutual. It's not only how you feel about them, it's how they feel about you. This is someone that I feel is coming your way is like the best looking person you've ever seen. That's what the stars energy is. It's so much like attraction, physical beauty. But then this is something that's deep and it's real and it's like a mind, body, and soul connection. So I feel like when the two of you meet, you're going to feel this way about each other. Never felt so attracted to anyone and vice versa. That's what I can see. And I just feel like the Two of Pentacles is in reverse because it's the way that you're thrown for a loop. That's like, what do I listen to? My head, my heart? Like, I don't even know what to do. This is crazy. So you're going to have like a lot of like late night conversations. This is someone that you'll probably you'll be on the phone with them for hours. Like your first date, you might just sit there and talk like all hours of the night. I'm telling you, it's like clicking and falling in love. And it happens so naturally. It happens so naturally. And that's why it happens naturally, because it's meant to. This is everything that you've been waiting for, and it's coming your way. And when I talk about, you know, Is it too good to be true? And the kind of feeling flustered thing. All of that is like excitement. All of that is positivity. You know, this is not someone who's racking their brain so much to the point of anxiety. It's just like, I cannot believe this is happening to me. There's potential for you to get engaged and even get married this year. I know that might even sound crazy, and maybe it sounds like it's happening so fast, but this is something that's meant to be. Like, your wishes in love are absolutely going to come true. And it really has to do with you receiving what you deserve to receive. You know, what you've given before finally coming back to you, the kind of sacrifices that you've made before coming back to you, being returned to you. Okay, that is what I can see. So your reading is very positive. And this, you have so much to look forward to. Don't fear anything. Let yourself be open. Let yourself take chances. Let yourself dream and really picture what you want in love this year, Taurus. Don't be afraid to dream big, to shoot for the stars. Don't be afraid to imagine yourself meeting someone, falling in love, and getting married this year, or getting engaged this year. Don't be afraid, because that is the potential here for someone to claim this energy as their own and to manifest it into their life. So if someone wants to claim this energy as their own and be very fixed and centered on the things that they want to achieve in love this year, they'll absolutely be able to draw that energy to them. Someone that you meet and it's like fireworks, and it's like chemistry, and it's like that. It's like fairy tale, even romance. Can't stop thinking about this person, can't stay away from each other, just can't keep your hands off of each other. So attracted to each other, like you kiss and it's something like you've never felt before. There's a lot of euphoria here. There's so much passion, and it's just like, it's right. That's what you need to know, Taurus. Whether you want to listen to your head or your heart, or just find a balance between both, just know that when you start to feel this kind of excitement, it's a new chapter that's opening up for you. I mean, there's just this beautiful path that's here. That's what the Fool represents. It's a 0, which is like a new beginning, a fresh start. And then you see this energy here of the 4 of Wands. See the 11, that's like a gateway. It's a path. This leads to those major milestones. Your ideal partner, marriage, like whatever you look at as those major milestones, that's what you have coming in for you. 11, it means that you're right on time. You guys are in sync. You're perfect for each other. It's destiny. So Taurus has something major, something huge is coming in for your love life. All right, that is what I can see. What you need to do now is just picture what you want. Picture picture the way that you want this person to feel. Start to feel those emotions. Picture how you want to feel about them, how you want things to even go day to day. Picture what it would be like to have this person in your life now and have them around you. That's all you need to do, because it's destiny. Don't worry so much, Taurus, about like, where, how am I going to meet them? How's it going to happen? It's all going to connect somehow. There's all of these things going on behind the scenes, and everything will align just so in order for this person to come into your life. I wonder if any of you have already met them and you feel this way about them already. If that's the case, just know that this year, I mean, a lot is about to unfold between you and them. It is. And it's major, it's big, it's beautiful. I feel like you guys got one of the best readings for singles. Okay, Taurus. So that is what I can see coming through for you guys in 2022. I send you much love and light, and I will see you in the next reading. Okay, you guys, so those are your love predictions for 2022. Just know that I send you all so much love and light. I wish you all the best in your love life. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me over here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading.